time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Kassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, it's 12:03 on the day of the Estes. It is Two Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by GS Construction, where they are hiring now. Become a part of their great team today by visiting gsconstruction.ca or their page on indeed.ca. For the past 50 years, the foundation of GS Construction has been built on efficiency, quality, and safety. Take your career to the next level. Join the team at GS Construction today. We'll do a little hired or fired a little bit later on today. We're going to give you our opening night lineups for the Edmonton Oilers. Talk a little bit about Sidney Crosby, Spencer Knight. We've got lots to get to. The Estes are tonight. Gage, I also want you to go into a job interview at GS Construction with the shirt on. That is yourself on the shirt. It's a great shirt today.
Yeah, it's one of one. It's the Joaquin Gage fan club shirt. But the funniest thing today, Dusty, is I was hungry. I hadn't had anything to eat, and usually I love to stop by the Italian Center.
Yes,
right? And grab my stuff. And I go, you know what? I'm just going to go get a sub. So I go pull in, and then I realize I'm wearing this shirt.
So you didn't have the balls to go in?
No.
That's why you went through McDonald's?
That's why I went to McDonald's and got you your apple pies.
I was wondering where this story was going. You're like, I went to Italian Center. In my mind, I'm like, but you brought us McDonald's apple pies.
Yeah. I pulled into the stall, though, and was grabbed and I looked down and go, oh, my God, I can't do that.
Now, can I say one thing?
If I did do that, that'd be...
I mean, it would be classic.
Yeah.
But I also say you don't look much like
I
guess,
in the picture. But I know, not anymore. But I guess I could have. But
it's too funny though, man.
In the chance that because I ran into someone I knew last time I was in there, and I hadn't seen him in years. Oh, no. So if I rolled in with my own shirt on, after you wouldn't believe what Gage is rocking these days. Like, talk about self-promotion.
Cass, is that a shirt that you're wearing with a bunch of your little faces on it?
Mm-hmm. That's what they are. Yep. Just pretty flowers. Yep.
Cass, you don't have a t-shirt with your face on it, do you?
Well, I do actually.
You do?
Yeah, I do. But it wasn't one that I made. It's in a box at home.
Okay.
But it's actually from back when I was playing in Houston. It's a great, I have a picture. I actually have a picture. It's not up on the wall. I have a picture of me. I have the picture that they used for the t-shirt. I have it framed.
Are you kicking somebody's ass?
No, I'm looking like I'm going to, or I did. Like it was after a fight and I was angry. Very, very. I can go grab it if you want to see the picture.
I wouldn't mind seeing the picture. I mean, yeah. Might as well see this picture.
Yeah.
Know it's on a shirt. Maybe you can hold it by his chest. It'll look like it's on a shirt.
I know Cass can't hear this right now, but I didn't make this either, Cass.
I refuse to believe you. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
look at that. You're a big sweaty man in that photo there, Cass.
Ooh, that's...
Guys, you have that on a shirt.
That's great. That's really
good. That looks nice. Oh, times have changed for old clean-cut Cass here, eh?
That's
a businessman.
Yeah, that's the picture. But there's a t-shirt that they made. So for that season in Houston, there's a t-shirt that they made. And so the t-shirt is like, it's all white, but it's basically like they turned my face and upper body of that, like into whatever you could print in a t-shirt white. And then underneath it says, ladies love hockey players and bad boys. That's what the t-shirt says, which is great. And
that's good.
And it was like a t-shirt. It was a t-shirt giveaway in Houston. So that's the only one I have with my face on it.
What did you say? Ladies love hockey players and bad boys? Is that
and bad boys? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, that is funny. God, that's a good time. I like it. It should be pretty fun. So back at 1260, I had a deal with a car dealership where they gave me a really good deal on it. Now I didn't just get it, but they gave me a really good deal on it. And it was Northgate, I think, Northgate Chev. And so I had like a GMC Terrain or something like that. And they gave me these big magnets to put on the side that was like Dustin Nielson, The Nielson Show. And for about a year I drove around and I was just like, man, I don't know. But that's why some people are like, Dusty, why don't you have Edmonton Sports Talk like on the back of your truck or something?
If I give someone the finger.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like the one time, I remember one time we were in Terwilliger and it was busy. You know how it gets busy in those tight areas around Staples and stuff? And somebody cut us off, and my wife was sitting passenger side, and she flips the bird. And I'm like, you can't do that. Our name is on the outside of the vehicle. So that was the last time. I remember when I traded that in for a new vehicle, I took off the magnets. I think they're in the garage somewhere, and I was just like, we're not doing this anymore. If I was ever going to get, like a wrapped vehicle again, first of all, I'd do it at William Huff.
Oh, yeah.
Second of all, I would totally go just like Will Ferrell in The Campaign, where it's his like same size body on the window. And then when you put it down, you're still there. I would do that just for the bit. I would do that just for the bit. That would be funny.
That's good.
That would be funny. All right. You can text us anytime, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Cass, I don't even know how to go here with you on this one, because as you were showing us in our group chat with the three of us, very much a coffee snob. Like you went and you had to, and so we're launching a coffee at the Estes tonight. We got 50 bags, the Nasty Brew. I'm nervous. Like, I don't even want you to try it. We've done a really good job with it. Everybody's tried it. It says it's pretty delicious, but your standards for coffee are so high, man. I don't even know if I want your lips on the Nasty Brew.
You know what? I want my lips on the Nasty Brew, and then I'm going to have to educate you all on how best to get the most out of your Nasty Brew.
Oh boy,
because it is important, right? It is important. It's important to brew it properly, to treat it well.
What about the like we talk about brewing it properly, and you have the beans been for this long? How much of the Cass, you put stuff in your coffee too? Or are you just such a purist?
Stuff like cream and
you're
sugar?
putting in milk and cream and sugar and stuff, or are you such a purist that you're just drinking it black because it's fancy?
Well, the thing is if you brew it properly, generally, and it's decent beans, usually you can drink it black, because it's not like you're not having to cover anything up. Like, because cream and sugar and the flavorings and that stuff, like you cover up stuff with that.
Okay.
That being said, I do like a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar. Okay. Very little bit. So just a hint, not very much, but that's my favorite. I'll still drink it black, still enjoy it black, but just a little bit, just a tiny little bit. So not
even like one full one type of thing, just a splash.
It would just be a splash. Yeah.
It'd
be like half a little thing of cream, like half a little thing of cream, and like a half a pack, if you're basically like a teaspoon of sugar. Yeah.
Gage, what do you put in your coffee?
Dusty, I like my coffee like I like my women.
With sugar and milk?
Bitter.
bitter. Oh my God. That's too funny. Dave in Section T says, Dusty, I absolutely love stories of kindergarten and elementary teachers flipping people off. That would be my wife. Oh, look, that's our son's kindergarten teacher. She's calmed down a lot since then. But that was, that was a tough. Anyway, if anybody's coming to the Estes tonight, it's $20 a bag. And we're going to do a run of 50 bags that we'll have there tonight, and with special Estes labeling. This is like a collector's item tonight. So it should move pretty well, I think, if anybody likes it. So we asked this earlier today, and we Googled it to try to find what the answer is. Cass, what do you think the percentage of Canadian adults, what do you think the percentage is that drinks coffee?
Ooh. Canadian adults that drink coffee. It's got to be high. I'm going to go like 65%.
Gage, were you listening this morning?
No, I don't. Okay, I think I heard
I wasn't
it, but
listening
can't remember that. I would say 80%.
Yeah, it's 70%. It was 71%.
Okay.
Wow.
It was 71%, which is pretty crazy to me.
That's crazy. It's
you got to factor in, because, my wife at True Blue, right? All the youngsters, they drink coffee, but it's essentially a milkshake, right? They're getting those Starbucks with.
Yeah. There's a little bit of.
So does that factor in too? Like an iced coffee, so that probably.
I think that would probably factors in.
Yeah,
that probably bumps it up.
But I wanted to get to if you remember correctly, last year after the Estes, Cass told the story of Mandy going to the gym today. It was the day of the Estes. And multiple people coming up to her. So are you going? Are you going to the event? And she was like, "What are you guys talking?
Yeah.
The Estes. What are the Estes? So what's happening tonight, Cass? Is Mandy going to be there?
She will be there. I will be there. She will be there. Oh,
Cass, I didn't even know you were coming. This is exciting.
yeah. I told Iwanik.
Oh, you're coming?
Iwanik doesn't tell me about the lists.
He didn't tell you anything. No. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. We're turning into a nice date night too.
You are in for quite the scene tonight, my man. Like,
I'm going to be fine.
Award show, dude. It's
I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's more Amanda that I'm kind of wondering how she's going to take it. I mean, she's probably just going to laugh the whole time.
that's what the Estes are supposed to be.
Yeah, which is well, I should say, like, I will be laughing with all of us.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be laughing with everybody. She may be laughing at us, but we'll see. No, so we're turning to date night. So we're going for a nice little dinner.
Nice.
We're gonna go for a nice little dinner date, and then yeah, we're gonna be there.
And I wish Two Guys was nominated for something. Hey,
Yeah, it's too
I'm
bad.
sitting here being disrespected by all the nasties who aren't
I feel
voting
like
for
that's
us
2 years,
single
2 years in a row.
I
Yeah,
know.
2 years in a row.
Okay, well, that'll be fun. So my wife was talking to some of like the other moms at school at pickup, and she was telling, yeah, we're doing this award show, the Estes, and Tuesday night, and the kids probably aren't going to be at school on Wednesday, and one of the moms was like, oh, like a local sports award show, and Tam was like, yeah. She goes, so like a bunch of like like Elks and Oilers there and stuff, and Tammy was just like, well, no, it's just like the EST crew and a bunch of listeners. So, but it's a good time, man. Everybody's going to have a riot there tonight. The guys where Maddie's like, Iwanik has worked insanely hard at this. He absolutely nailed it last year. I mean, when I got there and saw what it looked like, I was just like, oh my God, this is not like Maddie totally knocked it out of the bloody park.
Couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah.
You could see like I was walking up 109th there.
Yeah.
And watching the cars slow down
to get
who's here? Why is everyone dressed up? Like,
what's going on there
what's going
tonight?
on? Like, it was a complete rubbernecking a moment for. So if you're coming down 109th by
like around 6 o'clock tonight.
It's the Estes, okay? So hey, if you got some good duds and $10,
pop in $10.
Pop in, yeah.
So what do you think about this? So we took a limo last year. We're going to take a limo again this year, but it's tough to get there in front of it.
Oh,
so
right.
last year we had to come down, and then we almost got stuck in that little parking lot right next to it. So I was going to tell the guy tonight, go down 107th, and then go down, and we'll come across 109th Bridge, and then up to 109th.
That's what I'd do.
Do you think that makes more sense?
Here's a question. Oh, answer that, and then like Gage answer that, and then I got a question for you.
It shouldn't be. No, it's 6. It'll be about 6 o'clock. We'll be busy coming out of right. Are we getting ourselves in more trouble?
You're kind of getting at the latter part of it, though.
Yeah,
right?
4:30 to 5:30 is usually
that's when it'll
time.
be bad, right?
So anyway, Cass, what was your question?
I was going to say, like, how should I plan on that? Like, should I are we supposed to get dropped off right? Like, I don't know. This is my first award show, guys. So like, do we get dropped off right in front? Like, do we walk? Do I take a scooter?
Well, are you bringing a vehicle? Or are you going to park?
We're going to bring a vehicle. Yeah.
Okay. So so you should be able to. Well, I don't know. I don't know how parking is. We just got dropped off last year. I think Tam and the kids.
That's
are
why I'm
taking
asking.
Uber home tonight.
It's
a good question. I mean, there's lots of room to park.
There's tons of places
further down.
I know there's lots of places to parking, but I'm like,
yeah, where are you going to have dinner? Because you could just, I mean, if you have dinner somewhere close, you could walk. You can just walk over.
Yeah, you can just walk over from White. No, not on White Ave. Not on White Ave. Okay. But we, yeah.
Well, maybe you scoot. Maybe you have a nice little date night scoot.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Yeah, don't bite it.
I've only done a scooter once, and when I got off of it, I was so relieved I didn't fall down. I was like, thank God.
I deleted the video of me trying to do the.
I remember.
And I bit it hard. I got to get it from my buddy. Van Dalsen has it. Jesse has it, Cass. If you ever want to see that, I think he's probably still has it.
He still has it. All right. So a couple of things here, guys. First of all, should we do a top 30 players this year? Right? We got about a month still before the season starts. 3 weeks. Yeah. I think now I was gonna run this by. Do we do same sort of process, but do we do top 10 goalies, top 10 D-men, top 10 centers, top 10 wingers?
Well, let's do that.
We could do that. We haven't used that. I like that idea. Yeah, mix it up.
Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
We could have a show that's just goalies. And we do our top 10 goalies, and then we talk
yeah.
goalies. And then we do top 10 D-men. And yeah, okay, so let's do that. Maybe 15 even.
Okay.
You know what? You know what we could do? How about this too? How about this? Because I'm just going to throw an extra category in there.
Okay.
Because I think this would be interesting. Get us a little more mileage too. Is how about we do top 10 bottom 6 forwards?
Really?
Centermen or wingers.
Is this a funny
Yeah,
joke?
how about that?
Are you serious about this?
No, I'm serious about that. Like what? No,
like it.
top 10 bottom 6, like top depth guys.
Top 10
Like guys,
Depth guys.
depth
bottom
guys, like
sixers.
depth players.
Top 10
like depth players.
And that
Your
this would
depth
be
guys.
based on their placement on the daily face-off lineups right now, basically?
Sure.
Is
we
that
could
how
go
we,
off of
I'm
that.
just trying to think how
Yeah.
we,
How you clarify it. Yeah.
how we clarify it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I think
We don't have to. It's just an
No,
idea.
I like
If
the
you-
idea.
If you hit it, you can hit it.
we've got how many shows
just-
do we have before? Now I'm going to miss Thursdays because I have to fly to Ottawa this week. But I'm
just
there
mail
for
'em
both
in.
next week.
We can
Yeah,
read 'em.
I'll send it in. I'll be on the plane.
You just
I'm
trash every pick
All right,
that
guys,
Dusty
here's my
makes.
list.
Yeah. Crying.
Yeah. I cried.
I know.
I cried watching Rudy on Sunday flying home, but the plane hadn't even taken off yet. But when I was already near the end of it because I was watching before I got on.
Yeah.
But when he goes to run out of the tunnel and the guy that he worked for is standing there and they're just sort of making eye contact, I was it. I was just like, God, this movie, man, every time. And then somebody texted in today and said, this would be a great suggestion for an EST draft. Moments in movies that make you cry.
Yeah.
Hey, there's enough of those.
Oh, tons.
You complete me.
Yeah, that's a good one. A lot of people said when Bruce Willis is talking to his daughter at the end of Armageddon saying, I'm not coming
Oh,
home.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that one still gets me too.
You know what gets me that I watched a bit the other day is you ever see Up, the Disney?
Oh,
I don't know if I saw Up.
That's the first time I saw that.
The
Oh
start
my
of it
gosh.
that goes
Dude.
through the
Really?
heart.
Just crushes you. Just
What?
crushes
Yeah.
you.
I cried during
my
the one
goodness.
with Ryan Reynolds. What was that? Remember they were all stuffed, like he could talk to the stuffed animals. They were like, imagine. Oh,
If
is it? If. Yes, If.
No, I didn't
I
watch
cried
If.
the first time I watched If too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, so
that
there'd
one I
be a
didn't
bunch.
cry. The Up one, that's like, yeah.
And
I
there's
find,
no,
like-
the thing is, there's no words, right? Like it's
No, it's
Really?
just
Yeah.
communicating. Yeah.
Oh man,
It was like my
this
my
is for kids, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
my
But also
wife's-
for grown-ups. Like that's one it's for kids, but that's for grown because kids aren't going to pick up on all the nuance. Like it is a nuanced little clip, and you're just gut punched.
we
Man,
watched
I'm gonna
that.
have to watch this just because.
We watched that with the whole family, and my wife's grandfather had just passed away, and he was basically Mr. Fredrickson. And the whole family sitting there,
everybody melted
and
down.
so that whole opening scene, there's no one talking, and everyone is just like,
Yeah.
Really?
Sobbing.
yeah.
Ugh.
Oh
Gut
man,
punch that movie. By the way, did you guys both finish Andor season 2?
Oh yeah,
no, I did not. I've got a
won
couple
the award.
episodes
The
left.
guy won the best
okay,
whatever.
okay.
The
the
writer.
screenplay, the writing. Yeah.
Oh, I want Dusty, you need to do that because speaking of gut punches, that
know
one
what?
throws a couple of gut
I'll
punches.
download the final episodes I have for the flight to Ottawa on
There you go.
Toronto on Thursday.
Get through it.
That'll get like 4 hours. I can probably finish
couple
it.
gut punches. Gager, I'm going to send you a text right now because I can't. Like I have to get it out of me right now.
Okay.
But I can't have Dusty to. So
Talk about a story, like because it's the prequel to Rogue
Yes.
One, right? But it sucks so bad that I know the ending of that arc already.
well, that's what the gut punches are from, right? Like because you know the ending of the arc.
Yeah, and I'm just why couldn't they have Andor first, you know, and then have Rogue One to end it? I would
No,
have
but
just
this made it better though.
I
think this
know,
made
I
it because
guess so,
so
yeah.
often it's like with movies, like when they do prequels. Right? You do prequels and it's like, well, you already know what's going to happen. And it kind of like they have to stretch to get there and they kind of ruin it or don't necessarily ruin it, but it's not as fulfilling as like imagining how the character kind of got there. But with this one, it's like, you see how they got there and they did such a good job of developing. And then to me, the way they finished it and the way the last couple episodes go, it's where it's like, it's an even bigger gut punch.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, it's like knowing that that's what happens. You're just like, oh, it's a gut punch, but in the best way because it's like it means that you care about it. So, Sorry, guys.
Reed
That was a
Wilkins.
sidetrack, but
Reed and I agree that out of all the Star Wars, and I love them, but that is my favorite story
Andor's your favorite
by far.
Really?
Yeah.
might
I'm
be.
gonna have to
Yep.
finish it. Definitely. I love this one. Vieira Montenegro from the NASA chat says, I cried when Bill and Ted finally found Station in Bogus Journey, which was the second movie. Like, come on, man. VR, you're killing me here, dude. But I do think there's a lot of potential for moments in movies that made you cry draft.
Oh, there's
Definitely. That'd be an awesome.
It's a real peek into the person
Yeah,
too.
of
What
who
makes
you are, like
that.
My dad cried. I remember we were at the theater as children watching the Dennis the Menace movie. And when Mr. Wilson like goes back to save Dennis, I looked over at my dad and he was tearing up, and I was like, "God, you're such a sappy bitch." Oh, yeah. and then now I'm sitting here on planes crying.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna cry for Andor on the plane. Like,
That's why you want the window seat.
yeah,
so you can
exactly.
hide.
Just look at
There's something about that though, guys. Like I'm like that too. It's like I cry all the time with things.
Yeah.
Like I could just cry. Like I don't know. There's something about it. It's like
You know
I cry.
what,
Like
you know what I cried
it's-
at? I think I said it before. I cried. TikTok has
That's enough for me.
TikTok has Disney kids, princesses at Disneyland seeing the
princess for the first
princess
time? Oh, God.
and running up to them and hugging them.
Yes, I've been there, man.
I was sobbing and I woke my wife up because she thought I was laughing. I was crying.
Are you laughing? Yes, I'm totally laughing.
This is hilarious.
My dream is hilarious. Oh man. Statue Box Production says both of my kids cried at the end of T2 when Arnold goes into the molten pit.
If I stayed up long enough, that would make me cry.
Sailor over on the chat says, Big Daddy when they take the boy away and he's yelling, I can wipe my own ass. Okay, let's talk some hockey. Okay, let's talk some hockey. We're gonna get to hired or fired for GS Construction. We've each brought our Oilers opening night lineups to the table, forwards only for now. We already talked about if we're going to do like some top 10s this year, we'll do that. I want your thoughts, Cass, on like Sidney Crosby. Do you think there's any chance he wears another team's jersey this season?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither, man.
I don't think so. I can't see it. I would be very sad. I would be sad. Like yeah. They're not going to be great. He's probably not going back to the playoffs, but I don't want to see him wear another jersey. No.
See, that's
I don't think
like
it
what you
happens.
just said. Like, does Sid want to go out as a Penguin, but not in the playoffs? Or does he want to go out and try to take another run at it somewhere else?
Yeah.
I think he wants to try to do it in Pittsburgh.
That's going to be tough.
I know, but don't you think too, will the Olympics be enough for him? Another possibility of a gold medal? Will that satisfy kind of the end? No, maybe not the end, but I just think in this particular year, if there wasn't the Olympics to have that extra feather in the cap for his career, maybe you might see it. I guess it depends what the Penguins are like too. If they are,
Like, yeah, Cass, what if the Penguins are like bottom 5 team in the league? You just go down with that shit?
I mean, it's on Sid, right? It's going to be so we're trying to predict another human's emotions and how he's going to react. I mean, I would just want to be Penguin for life at this point if it was me, right? Like ride or die, man, through to the end. Be one of the few guys that played your whole career in one place. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but if they're that bad, like, and that's just it. It's like, if they're that bad, is it enough? It may be. I don't know. I don't think. I lean away from it happening. There's still a chance, though.
To me, how many good years do you think Crosby has left? Like, he's still a phenomenal player. Like, do you want to be on a shitty Penguins team for 3 more years, or would you rather go and be on a contender for 3 more years?
I don't like seeing great players on the back end of their careers becoming mortal, and he's still like, what is that? 21 seasons with over a point a game. It'll be 22.
It's ridiculous, man.
So, I mean, we had this discussion before. Will he do it again? And I think, yeah. So that's an elite player to still be a point a game. And he did it on not a great Penguins team. Part of me you see what he's capable of when he's surrounded by great players again. It's amazing what he can accomplish. So I don't know. Like what you said, Cass, it would be so, and we have that discussion, what guys look so different in different jerseys. I just think if you saw him in something else, it just wouldn't be the same anymore. And there's something to that arc of his career, right? Penguins were terrible. He comes aboard. They become one of the dominant teams for over a decade. 3 Stanley Cups, Conn Smythes, everything. And now it's at the end, and they're kind of fading away into the sunset, I guess. But to see him have success one more year, kind of, it whets my appetite, I would say.
Nick in the North says, I hope Crosby doesn't go
to your eye.
I hope Crosby doesn't go the Iginla route. He was on like 5 teams in the last one. See, that's that's not what it is.
But he wouldn't do that to chase a cup.
No, that's the thing. Like, he's got his cups.
Yeah.
But if he can go be a contender in, just an example, Colorado for 3 years and take another run at it there. There's no way Sidney Crosby's playing on, I'd even say, even one more team than the Penguins. Like, maybe one team, but he's not playing on 2 more teams. He's not playing on 3 more teams. He's not going to these teams to be like, oh, maybe they can win it this year. That's not what he's going to do. I'm just wondering if they say, hey, man, if you want to spend the last 3 years of your career out of the playoffs, or if you don't want to spend the last 3 years of your place, we'll help you find a place to land, a good place.
Yeah.
And at that point, would you do it? It's I'm leaning towards no, he probably doesn't. But to be in a competitive playoff nature for 3 more years, that might be very tempting to a guy of his level of skill and competitiveness.
I think so. We'll see. It all depends on what the Penguins look like. I don't have any trust in Dubas to make them a contender.
You know what? Let's take a quick peek at what the Penguins do look like right now. Let's just see the Penguins. This is just their line combos on daily faceoff. I mean, a lot can change here, obviously. Crosby with Rustin Raquel. Malkin with Anthony Mantha and Ville Koivunen. Tommy Novak with Tomasino and Rutger McGroarty. Blake Lizotte with Justin Brazeau and Connor Dewar. So pretty weak bottom 6. That's a pretty weak bottom 6. Their blue line, Ryan Shea, Eric Carlson, Chris Letang, Connor Clifton, Owen Pickering, and Matt Dumba. So you got a couple of aging righties, and then, I don't think there's another top 4 in there either.
Yeah.
And then they're running Tristan Jarry and Shelovs between the pipe. So it doesn't look like a playoff team to me unless Sidney Crosby's absolutely bloody and unbelievable, which, he is capable of still.
They are a ball of yarn to the Florida Panthers at that point.
Yeah.
Just toying with them.
Penner's Pancake says, what kind of return does Crosby get you in 2025? It's also a great question. I don't even remotely want to guess an answer.
Yeah. I think you get a first round pick. You get their pick for sure. Just the marketing alone on it, having Sidney Crosby all of a sudden. I think. He makes
I don't think that's crazy. You're right like that. He makes every team
better.
Like imagine being a good team, but then finding a way to add Sid.
And he probably becomes your number 2 center on a team that, you already have a top line. He's coming he's not coming over to take over the top role on your team, I think, if you're going to go after him.
You guys remember how we talked about how we're going to talk about the Oilers lines?
Yes.
I got him penciled in right now.
You're going to slot him in? Makes sense.
Second line center.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hell, I'd play him on the wing. You can take face-offs, but play him on the wing. Why not? KB says, well, if Florida traded for him, it probably would only cost a conditional second rounder. C-Run says, depends on what Pittsburgh retains. Imagine Crosby at 50% retained. How much would you give up to get Sid at 50% retained, man?
Yeah.
That would be nuts. All right, so there's that conversation. We were talking about the Dustin Wolf deal and how it impacts Stuart Skinner. Cash, you want to dive into this Spencer Knight thing with Stewie Skins or what?
Well, I texted you guys. This the other day, but yeah, we can dive into it.
Yeah,
and you just
handing this off. 5.3. Knight got 5.3 for 3 years, right?
Yeah. 5.3 for 3 years. 5.8. So yeah, 5.83. Yeah, 5.83. Per.
Was it 5.83 per?
5.83.
Yeah, that's what it's saying here. I just pulled it up. Yeah, 5.83 for $6 million. Now let's pull up Spencer Knight's numbers. Spencer Knight numbers. And if we were to compare him here, so this is where everyone that was just losing it on me the other day about how egregious and crazy and Cass just thinks he knows everything. He just thinks he's smarter than everybody else. So he just is this. He just thinks this, and he just won't listen to anybody, and he's too stubborn. Here are Spencer Knight's numbers. Okay, 24 years old, 95 games in the NHL. Okay,
smaller sample size.
Smaller sample size. Goal against of 282. Okay, save percentage 904. Save percentage of 904. So now you have the Dustin Wolf contract, you have the Spencer Knight contract, and then you have Edmonton Oilers fans who are like, "Oh, Stuart Skinner's going to sign for $2.5 million as a starting goalie, or whatever. I wouldn't pay him over $3 million." Like Stuart Skinner's
I love Cass.
Voice.
I love your fan voice.
I was just going to say, Cass. I think what probably pisses most people off is the voice.
Fan voice.
Fan voices.
Fan voice. But is there an award? Is that a category?
Fan voice.
Best impersonation of a fan. Cass wins it.
New category. Like you can't, again, like it or not, the facts. To go to the old Pink Panther, the facts, Hercule, the facts say that Stuart Skinner is going to get paid somewhere between probably 5.75 and 7 million. And that's a pretty broad window. And I say that because it does depend on how he plays this season, depends on his stats this season. That will factor into it. But the reality is for a starting goaltender, because your two goalies, and I've always said this, your two goalies typically make up around 10% of the cap. And winning teams, generally you're at or just underneath that. That's where you're at. And so you can't reasonably tell me that for starting goalies who are starting to get paid somewhere between 5.5 and 7 million, that Stuart Skinner's not going to fall into that category. He is falling into that category. So Spencer Knight, who has a very much smaller sample size, has at times played well, at times played poorly. And you can't just tell me it's only with, he only played with Chicago, that's why he had bad numbers last year, or not great numbers. It's like, well, he also played for Florida, and his numbers, he was at a 907. Mm-hmm. So he played on a good team, and his number was 907. So just quit giving me all the garbage about how Stuart Skinner should only be paid $4 million, $3.5 million, or that's what you're going to get him for. It's like, no, you're starting goalies, your going rate across the league, starting goalies is going to be somewhere between 5.5 and 7 million. Your top end guys will get more than that. But just don't be shocked. Everybody, don't come in I don't know, get upset at me for just stating the obvious, and that you can't expect Stuart Skinner to get paid. And realistically, I think it'll be over 6 million, most likely between 6.5 and 7. That's where I'd peg him at, because that's where your comparables are going to be. But don't get mad at me for that. Don't say it's, you're just being stubborn and all this. It's like, no, that's what the numbers say that they're going to base the value of his contract on. I don't care that you think he has had periods of time, or he has had periods of time where he's struggled. I don't care that you're like, look, you didn't win a Stanley Cup. It's like, well, no, those are the numbers of guys that haven't won Stanley Cups, that have played on good teams and played on poor teams. That's what Stuart Skinner's numbers are going to be. You don't like it, you don't have to like it, but that's reality.
Gage, am I crazy to think that he's either making 6 to 6.5 million or he's not an Oiler anymore?
Yeah, but I think,
like, if it goes well, he gets that.
I think
if it doesn't, they try something else.
Cass makes the point that everyone needs to look at. Just, you go on to Puckpedia or whatever, and you look at your goaltending tandem and you look at the percentage, right? I'm in the same boat as Cass. I don't think you can have your your goalies over that 10% threshold of total cap space. If it's under that, that means that there's a lot of room that you can improve your team in other areas. And it makes you a little bit more competitive. Now, of course, people, they're going to say Stuart Skinner's not an NHL goaltender. Like we see at times, which is stupid. But
absurdity.
I mean, I don't know where it is this year, but I think it's like, what is it? Like 4% of the Oilers cap is tied up in their goaltenders this year, which is really good.
And then the cap's going to go up.
And it's going to go up. So. Exactly. So that room that everyone's going to lose their marbles over it's fine. And just look at all those other goaltenders, just the Spencer Knight, the Dustin Wolf, and Stuart Skinner. Depending on his success this year, I think he finds himself somewhere in that category. Where it gets interesting is if he has better numbers than Dustin Wolf this year and plays better, then you got to start, then you're looking at north of 8, closer to 9.
Let's play this game. If the Oilers went to Stuart Skinner right now and said, we'll give you 3 years, 18 mil, $6 million a year.
He's not taking it.
From Stuart Skinner's perspective, would he take it?
No.
No, think so. Not a chance.
No.
You're on a team that has a chance to win a Stanley Cup again. Most likely going to be a solid playoff team, right? And you don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs, but he's going to look at this and go, "Yeah, right. Yeah, right." Now, if you offered him $8 million a year for 3 years, he's going to take it. Maybe, but no. You offer him 3 years. Not a chance. Not a chance. It'd be ridiculous for him to sign that.
I'd be worried about him if he signed that. That means that he's not confident.
Well,
in his
that's
abilities.
what I was just going to say. To me, if he was to sign that, he's sitting there going, because I think the other side of this here is it doesn't work well. They trade for goal at the deadline, and Stuart Skinner's a UFA next year, and he's getting $3.5 million from somebody to come in and be a backup or a 1B or a 1B.
Yeah.
To me,
but Dusty, he's getting 4.5. He will get 4.5 as a backup if he has a horrible season.
Yeah.
He's getting 4.5.
Yeah.
Dustin Wolf with the same numbers, similar numbers, just got 7.5 for 4.
Yeah, with 1 year experience, right?
Spencer Knight just got 5.8 per year.
Has Dustin Wolf played more games than Spencer Knight?
I believe so, yes.
A little bit.
It'd be close. That would be close, I think. Statue Bosch Production says, what if he has another sub 900 year? Then how much does he get? Because he just had a sub 900 year.
Depends on the success of the team to an extent, too, a little bit.
A little bit.
But
how much you can commit to a goaltender who's been behind a very good team and has sub 900 2 years in a row? I think that's a bit of a scary proposition.
Yeah. That is. Like, it does depend on what his numbers do look like. But I do think that he'll be above 900 this year.
Probably.
I hope so, yeah. All right, we got lots to get to. We did bring our Oilers lineups to the table, so let's dive into those right now. Gager, you started, buddy. You have it in your wallet?
You don't? You don't carry it around?
A yellow piece of loose leaf in the wallet. Yeah, I like your idea of when you're done, you put it back in your wallet and go put
just in case. I got to make changes.
All right, man. So, by the way, I did this without Hyman.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Me too.
Just because
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
All right, perfect. Good. We're all on the same page. All right, let's see if either of us come up with the same one.
Okay, so what, are we doing first?
No, do your whole group first.
Okay.
Okay, let's do your whole group first.
I'm going to go from bottom to top.
Okay.
So maybe
from bottom to top. Okay.
Bottom to top. Fourth line. Henrique, Kapanen, Janmark.
Henrique, Kapanen,
right side,
Janmark. Okay.
Janmark.
All right. Okay.
Second line.
What about the third line?
Sorry, the third line. Right. Savoy centering Lazar Podkolzin.
Savoy in the middle. Woo! Spicy boy.
Second line. Dry. Tomasek on the right wing.
Yes.
And Mangiapane left.
Dry, Mangiapane, and Tomasek. Okay.
And the first line has McDavid with Nuge on the left and Frederick on the right.
And Frederick on the right. Okay.
Opening night lineup.
Okay. Tomasek making the top 6 out of the gate.
Suck it, Tommy.
Gazzola right now is just like this.
Just got into an accident.
Yeah. He's on his way to that Oilers golf thing. He's going to be in an accident. He's not going to make it there today. Okay, Cass, first of all, your thoughts on what Gage just laid out there?
Bunch of crazy baloney. No, I don't think Savoy's going to play center this year.
I don't have him as a center in my group.
And that kind of changes everything up, because if you have him, like, you need someone else to play center there, so you're trying to figure out. So I don't think he plays center. I appreciate some of it. I like the Tomasek. I like the Tomasek potentially starting in the top 6. I mean, it hinges on me. All it hinges on me are Savoy. I don't think Savoy plays center.
I have to say, I'm going to steal what you just said moving forward, but I don't necessarily like something. What did you say? I appreciate some of it.
I didn't know it was such a big critique.
That is a great, like, you know what, Gage? I appreciate some of it. I really do.
You know what?
I think that's what my wife says when I mess up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's so it's kind of I lifted it a little bit. So some of our good friends, Jen and Eric, and our kids are good friends, or best friends, I would even say. One of their kids was over, like, we had them over for dinner, like my middle and one of their middles is like our little besties.
Yeah.
And so they're sitting down, and so I was feeding them dinner. I can't remember what the main course was, but I was like dishing out some blueberries for the kids. And and so I go to give it to their middle, and she just looks at me, she says, "I don't prefer blueberries." Again, me and my wife just looked at each other and we're like, we know that, like, that is something that is like, I'm like, you got coached to say that, didn't you? But like at someone else's house, not being like, I don't like that. Yeah. Like, but being able to be like, oh, I don't prefer blueberries is like such a soft way. I'm like, oh, you got taught to say that by Jen and Eric, which is pretty funny. And so anyways, that's my version of it. Yeah. I appreciate some of it. Yeah.
Tommy
agree with all of it. Yeah.
Tommy has texted us and said, rude. Hates the Thomas. Okay, so what did you say? I appreciate some of that. That's a good one. I like that. All right, Cash, you go next, buddy. Where are you going here?
Yeah. All right. So across the bottom, we'll start left to right. I got Janmark, Henrique, and the janitor.
Janmark.
On the right side.
The janitor is Henrique.
Sorry, Henrique and Lazar. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah.
Henrique and Lazar. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Lazar on the right. Third line, I got Podkolzin.
Yeah.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
And Kapanen to start.
All right.
Line 2, I got our boy Trent. I got Draisaitl.
Yeah.
And I got Savoy, and I'll explain my justification here in a minute.
Okay.
And then my top line, I have Mangiapane, McDavid, and Tomasek to start. Top line.
I don't appreciate that.
Gazzola got out of the car that he just crashed, stepped out on the road, got hit by another car on purpose. You can't take this Tomasek on the top line thing. Just like he's Jax at the end of Sons of Anarchy.
Well, I think it's a place filler.
Okay.
I think he's a place filler.
Yeah.
I think because he, by all accounts, looks pretty good, right? Place filler coming here. And I think he gets it. Now, we didn't say this is what they're going to be game 2 of the season, right? This is opening night.
Somebody texted in. Jordan texted in and said, $20 says 5 minutes into game 1, Knobloch goes nuclear.
That's what I was about to say. It was the start, right? This is starting lineup, like first shift. That's what I went for. And when they all suck the first shift, then we all know the nuclear option will be hit immediately. But here's my thought process. I think Draisaitl and a healthy Frederick, I think you want to see that. Get some size on that line already. So you got size in Draisaitl and Frederick, and putting Savoy with them adds a little bit of an element of skill. So if we go back to like the Nudie line, right? Like in the line that had a lot of success. And I think about stylistically players that can potentially play or play together. And I'm like, okay, you had Draisaitl, you had Nuge, and you had Yamamoto. Now Yamamoto was the guy on that line that was supposed to like go and dig out pucks. And I'm like, okay, you have Frederick on the other side here, and you have an ultra cerebral player that thinks the game offensively very, very well, has got some good finish, can read off a Draisaitl in Savoy on that right. But you don't need him to dig out pucks and be as aggressive around right in front of the net like you have Frederick to do. Now, Savoy does play there. He does go to the corners. He has a capacity to, we've seen last year in the AHL kill penalty. So I like him sliding into that spot. And Tomasek, I think from a size standpoint, I just think he gets to look there. I think he has a really good camp and he gets to look there. I don't know if he stays there very long, but I think that's the look coming in. And if you notice one thing in coming through rookie camp is I don't know if Howard, I think he's in and out of the lineup to start the season here.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case a little bit.
Yeah.
And the only flip I could see here for me is like, well, maybe Kapanen, depending on how camp goes, you could swap out Howard for Kapanen potentially. I don't know. So he may slide in somewhere, but yeah, I think Tomasek fits in that top line start of the season for about a shift.
Well, Cass, I think Gage and I appreciate some of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's what I've got. I've got Matthias Janmark centering Podkolzin and Kapanen on your fourth line.
Right.
I've got Adam Henrique centering Ike Howard and Tomasek on your third line. I've got Draisaitl between Frederick and Savoy on your second line, and then McDavid between Nuge and Mangiapane on the first line. And I thought I was going to be high with Tomasek on the third line. You got him on the second line. Cass has him riding shotgun with 97. So I don't know. Nothing against Lazar or Philp or any of these other guys who might be fighting for spots. But and look, in the end, it's probably going to be Podkolzin up where I have Frederick. Actually, Cass, we had the same second line, right? Frederick, Draisaitl, Savoy.
Draisaitl, Savoy. Yeah.
I mean, that's of all of our line combinations, that's the only crossover was Cass and I on that second line.
Well,
Tomasek better not blow it. He sounds like he's going to have a lot of opportunity.
So let's say the line switch 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
And they go nuclear. What's your nuclear lineup?
Tomasek, McDavid, and
Dry. You beat me to it. I was going to say McDavid, Draisaitl, and clearly Tomasek. So that's. If you've been listening to this show, that's really the only option. This guy's going to play on three different lines, and he's not going to be Nygaard or something like that.
that's great.
It would be Draisaitl, McDavid.
Probably Mangiapane.
Yeah, I was going to say and then Nuge could center Savoy and Frederick or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Where's it? I think Big Uke over on the chat or in the text line or something. Yeah, Big Uke. Minus 10,000 under 10 and a half minutes into game one at Play Alberta. All right, let's do hired or fired here for GS Construction. We'll bang through these. We got about 5 minutes left. Then we got EST afternoons coming up. Hired or fired for GS Construction. As a city, we need more black tie events like the Estes at theaters.
Hire it. I'd love to see go to more events like this. Like they're unique, right? They're not the standard black tie, but they're a great twist on it. I love it.
Cass?
I'm gonna hire it because I don't want to dilute the importance and the spectacle and the.
So you're going to fire it then? You say we don't need more events.
Yeah. Sorry, we don't need more. No, and the reason we don't need more is because
we don't have many awards shows. We have events, but I mean actual awards.
I know, and I don't want more because like this is the be all end all.
Yeah,
this is the most important. This is the big one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good point.
We already kind of hit on this one. I was going to say Ike Howard will play some games in the American League this year.
Hire it.
I think we'll
hire Bako to start.
Most likely.
There's been some talk about Skinner losing some weight, but Stuart Skinner should save his mustache for this year to really make a difference. Hire it or fire it.
Hire it.
You shave that thing.
Shave it.
Wow. Cass, would you shave that thing?
No, I'll fire it.
It's kind of who he is.
You got to save it.
Maybe
But if
the
he
pushiness
starts-
of his stash affects his side-to-side movement.
But people might not recognize him if he shaves that thing.
That's true.
That might be good news. Yeah.
Yeah, shave his head, shave the mustache, and he could go incognito. Yeah.
McDavid walking out with Morgan Wallen means he's going to sign here for at least 3 more years. Hired or fired.
Fire it. Doesn't mean a thing.
Hire it means everything.
And a final question today. A bow tie is the fanciest type of tie.
Hire it. It is fancy. I don't know how to tie one.
I don't know how to tie one of those. I can tie a regular tie,
it's tough.
double, like with my eyes closed, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to tie.
What do you go? Full Windsor? Half Windsor?
I go up and around it and then around again.
Okay.
So what's that? Full Windsor?
I think that's a half Windsor.
That's only a half. What would it be a full? I'm wrapping it twice.
Wrap it around, up around and down.
Yeah, like I know some people just do the one wrap. And
Yeah,
then a
one
smaller
wrap.
knot. I got a pretty big knot.
Yeah.
I must be a double Windsor guy.
I think you're a double Windsor.
That's nice.
Cass, I've never seen you wear a tie.
I don't wear them very often. I don't like wearing them. I had to wear a bow tie on Friday.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Wow.
did. We were emceeing a gala for Kids Cottage, which was a beautiful event. Wonderful
a bow tie.
organization.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
was it a full tux? Was it a full tux? And I tried to ask because I had to do the tux for that, and I tried to weasel them. I'm like, hey, like I got this other event. Like, can I just keep this thing a little bit longer?
Did
and
you
they're
tell
like,
them
no.
straight up it was the Estes? They might have said yes.
They may have said yes, but they're like, they told me how much they were going to charge me for that, and I was just like, no. And then
The Estes
it
aren't that
no,
important. 2 guys and goalie
It
isn't
was
even
way
nominated.
too expensive.
Yeah.
Way too expensive. But I got to say that I'm going to fire it. A bow tie is not the fanciest.
What?
A bola tie can be even
that's
fancier.
like the little thing and then the 2
That's
strings.
the cow
come down.
because you get the little thing because the little thing is like, think of how fancy that little thing can be. It's
It
like,
is fancy. That's a fancy thing.
Don't you have to
yeah.
wear a cowboy
It's
hat for that,
fancy.
though?
Probably, but
I don't think you can. No. Like Lieutenant Eric at his wedding, I think him and all the guys had bolo ties, but
Really?
they weren't wearing
Yeah.
cowboy hats. It still looked okay.
Okay.
But if I was going to wear one, I would definitely wear a cowboy hat.
yeah.
All right. What's coming up in EST afternoons, Gager?
Well, we're going to get into the Elks a little bit. Dennis Bernstein from the fourth period is going to join us at 1:20. Heat and Smoke, presented by Coobs. It's always interesting with the rules. There's constant rules changes with those. Inside the Numbers 2:05 and Tim Haraney at 2:20 to get us ready for Baku this weekend. Big race.
All right. Well, that's coming up. And then you'll be off to the Estes. Cass, we'll see you tonight, buddy. It should be a good time. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy your
Yeah.
dinner with your
It'll be
lovely
great.
bride. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you
it'll
guys.
be great. It's going to be fun.
Part with your date night. That'll be
Yeah.
good. All right. That's going to do it for 2 Guys A Goalie. Brought to you. That's a guy we should get out to the Estes. Sandwith.
Oh, yeah. Presenter.
God. Yes.
But we'd have to put the kids in a different room.
Marshall Mudge, you can't come to the Estes this year.
Or just get
Why,
those.
Mr. Sandwith is going to use the bad words.
Just get some sound canceling headphones for kids as they walk in.
Put them on now.
Put them on now.
When do we need to use these?
Right?
Just the one time. Just the one time. All right. For Matt Kassian, Joaquin Gage, I'm Dustin Nielson. 2 Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by the great crew over at GS Construction. EST Afternoons is on the way next. We'll see you at the Estes tonight. Take it easy.